Hello everyone. Today I want to throw some light on the extremely essential thing on this planet. Our planet constitutes of about 71% water and the oceans hold about 96.5% of all Earth's water. So basically our planet is so abundant in terms of water, but when it comes to potable water and the water which we can make use of it in our daily activities is very less. And the people who are actually bothered about this situation are even more less. And there, so many slogans are there like Jal hi Jeevan hai. How can Jal be a Jeevan when you are not bothered about it? When there is no implementation around, when people are just wasting water and are quiet about it, that their neighbors are going to do it, that their neighbors are going to save water. See, this is a negative thinking pattern. You have to start it with yourself. Not only you, we all, even me included. So there's so much water scarcity out there. It's a high time, it's a knock on our doors that we must do something for water conservation. This is a big necessary task of current times. It's a big challenge. See, like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan slogan was implemented, it was seen implemented in many areas, in many cities. So now is the time that we stand up for the water conservation movement. We people can do it. We don't have to wait for the government to do it. We shall start it by ourselves. It's our duty to rise up and make our voices heard. Just start with yourself. Do small steps like save water daily. You know what you can do. You can figure out what you do which leads to water wastage. You know what I'm saying. And there were some ancient methods of water conservation in the ancient times, like there were wells, ponds, and kings used to build step wells. And it was up to people, up to the janta. They were taking the charge of it. But as soon as the government took charge of it, what was the outcome? What is the outcome actually? Increase in population and decrease in water. So we people lost our hold on water resources. Astronauts, what astronauts do? Astronauts astronauts drink their urine indirectly. They convert it into potable water and they drink it. So do you want that scene comes into picture in our daily lives, in the earth, land itself? No. So we must take charge of it. Water is very extremely essential. And the ancient methods which were used, we should implement it now also. Now is the time to implement. Time has come. There were warnings from institutes all over the world that about water scarcity, but it has no effect on people. There were reports from various organizations that nearly no water is left underground. We people proved ourselves good for nothing in storing rainwater. Like seriously. And especially in India, carelessness with respect to water is high here. Although India is a country of rivers, but still, now these days rivers are also quite polluted. We can't even store waters in the water bottle. So it's a high time, it's a knock on our doors. We must get awakened. You know what? If this carelessness remains as it is, the consequences we, middle class and low class people, has to face it. We have to face it very soon. And according to the records of UN Water and International Fund for Agriculture Development, if this carelessness continues to pressurize the water resources and the environment. By 2050, 45% of GDP and 40% crops will tend to finish. You see how havoc the situation will be? And who will suffer? We, middlemen and poor. Current times ask for, it's a high time for us to take action because there's so much water crisis going on. It's calling for strict action. And India especially is falling under extreme water crisis. And if it won't be controlled, then soon the conditions will be worst. Get ready for the worst to handle. You know what the problem is? We Indians don't move until something bad happens to us. Even today, 60 crore population is facing water scarcity. Around 75% homes are not getting clean water supply. And moreover, 70% water is not fit for drinking. And around 2 lakh people die every year because of drinking not so clean water. The water is not safe for them to drink. We must be grateful that in our homes we get water from every tap, and that too clean water. We have water purifiers. We have every facility with us, but still we waste water. We must introspect in our day-to-day activities where the water can be saved. Stand up. Start with yourself, and then with your family, and then with your near and dear ones. We have to improve first ourselves. And I'm also doing it. I'm just not preaching it. I'm practicing what I'm preaching. Water is so important for life. Water has its importance in our daily activities. Our very life is dependent on water. It helps digestion, keeps our temperature moderate in the body. It is vital and is of utmost importance. And water is our foundation. All animals, all creatures are dependent on it. It keeps us alive. It is present in our every cell. India is also known as a land of rivers. In ancient times, the water of river Ganga, being stored in bottles, used to remain fresh for years and years. But now, in the current scenarios, the water of sacred rivers like Ganga, Yamuna is unfit to even touch in various places because of so much water pollution. And now the requirement is to have a necessary appeal to social personalities for water conservation. It's a high time. Now is the time to keenly observe our traditional methods or sources of water and to repair them so that we can utilize every drop of water effectively. And the main and the foremost requirement of this current time is that we understand the value of water. It's very important in our lives. Only then we'll be able to quench everyone's thirst and can prove and give a life to the slogan Jal Hi Jeevan Hai. Thank you so much. I'll be meeting you in my next video with some informative video and awakening. Thank you.